Well, hello everybody. This is Will of DAGames. It's a slightly different approach to doing a vlog because I never really do this often. I call this my therapy chair because every YouTuber these days needs a therapy chair because fuck paying for one. Now I really wanted to use this time because, again, this therapy chair means a lot to me. Like, every day off that I get, I always kind of reflect on the week, reflect on my life, sort of all the life choices that I've made, and it got me thinking, like, not all of you really know what I truly stand for and what I feel on the back end of the channel, especially with the growth that we've been having recently. I think it's important that whenever we do these sorts of things, we let people know that we're not robots, in a way. So I really wanted to use this time to also do, a number of things. Shout outs to my friends, all the people who I've met, a big comparison from the year before and what it is now, and what I plan to do in the future, and just what I feel about this right now. Because it's not very often that I get to tell people how my day is, because that's normally just left to my close friends and family. And I know you guys often see me tweet ludicrous things quite often. So I figured I'd use this time to let you know about how I really feel. This is big. I mean, on the surface, I may look like this really positive, outgoing, super spirited type person who's really motivated and consistent. Truth be told, these are your words. I'm just relaying back what great and positive words you've all been giving me. I'm surprised. Every YouTuber will always say this, like, oh, this is the best community in the world, and they'll always put in that counter argument, oh no, it's not because it's mine. Bullshit, it is because it's yours. Come on, a little bit, it's gotta be because it's yours. I will say, it is because it's mine. I think that's everybody's opinion, is that, when you've got a community, you cherish it to the very end. It's like a child. Like, you'll love your own, but you'll hate every other. When I'm not doing anything, my computer's turned off, and I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah, right? It's like the early hours of the morning. Like, seriously. Like, you won't be able to see that properly, but, like, it is broad daylight. Yeah, it's very much real. It's life. But no, legit, like, aside from my sleep patterns, when I wake up and I'm not doing anything, all of the in-between parts is a lot of time of reflection. I sort of use my day off to realize how far I've come, whether I deserve it or not, and most of the time I feel as though I really don't deserve it. Because, again, I wake up, I'm the grouchiest person alive until I've had, like, whatever drink I have in my possession. It's usually Monster, but if I have a severe day off and I need to chill, I'll take like a drop of wine or something, or J2O. I mean, I used to drink a lot of Monster back then, but not anymore. Not anymore. It's still a very big encompassing drink, but I will never overdose on that sort of stuff. But other than that, I don't look at my analytics at all. That's all left down to Chloe. I think that's part of my depression, is that because I don't know how well my channel's doing, I'm left on the handle, like, oh, what the hell do I do? Do I still do this for fun? Because what we've done, Chloe actually comes and tells me when we're doing bad. And for the last few months, it's not been that case at all. I mean, I've been told that we're nearly reaching a milestone. Lord knows when that's happening. But yeah, it's all just been good stuff. And it's that keeps me in high spirits, because whilst I know that I'm just doing this for fun and people appreciate it, and people give that sort of support back, it's like a family bond. It's what I really care about. Every YouTuber has some sort of goal, like, do they want to get this many subscribers? Do they want to get this many views? Or how much of an impact do they want to give on the earth? Or how much money do they need to earn to keep themselves living? Every YouTuber has that, and yeah, I do have like a little guilty pleasure that sometimes I do like to see myself going further. I have a support, but that's normal. Other than that, I've completely stepped away from analytics and I'm just all about fun. But that's another curse entirely, because while just relying on analytics will depress you if it starts going lower, just being in it for the fun makes you sad because you don't know how well you can do whilst just having fun. I'd rather take this route because I don't want to ever put in that milestone of, oh, going down, that's a bad thing. I always want to feel like I'm doing this for enjoyment and just to make others smile. But there's a cost for that. Every comedian will tell you this, but like behind doors, it's always a very different story. And it's why I need friends all the time to sort of pick me up, and my lovely fiance, Chloe. And this therapy chair, so I can at least spend my time either writing something down or just sitting and thinking. Or what I've been doing recently, just on the Switch. I mean, it's down there, but yeah, it's there. It's my lovely Switch. It's been giving me a lot of awesome things for a long time now. Legit, it's just fun. Like, hobbies, I think, is what I'm looking for. I need hobbies. I need pastimes. Because while music and animation and all that stuff in Let's Plays are my hobby, they're now becoming more or less a priority, and especially with songs. I don't know if any of you really know this, but as far as my music, even though it's the most popular thing on our channel, I don't like that, because it's essentially just a hobby. I wanted that as like my safe haven. It was my place to go to whenever I felt sad. I just put it out there, nobody would see it. It's alright. But everybody is watching and listening to the music, and now I feel like there's a pressure. So like with Bendy and the Ink Machine, like that song went out there, and I've also been in several other Bendy's related things. Like just recently I've worked with Yoav on his remix. I provided vocals. I've also sort of sung for Fandroid, but I don't know what's happening with that. And I've just spoken with a number of people who've done covers. Like I've made great friends with Caleb Hiles. He is a great dude. He's such a genuine man. All of these people that I've met recently, like, it should mean that I'm doing so well. But, you know, sometimes you have to remember, it is just the one game. I guarantee, and this is what I'm feeling, like, Build Our Machine was great, and Get Out was also good. Hello Neighbors, showing a lot of support. But I don't think it's gonna last. Hey, this happens. This is experience. Like, I'm just one of those one-hit wonders that's just gonna go off the face of the earth again. And it always gives me time to, like, you know, when I'm on this therapy chair, I'm always looking back at what I did. And with the FNAF stuff, it was exactly the same. Like, I'd make a few hits, and then I'd be gone again. It'd take another game to get there. But many people are trying to reassure me that it's gonna be okay. But I always have this big fear that Build Our Machine was just one big hit, and when I make another song, like, you know, Tattletale did brilliantly still, but it wasn't, you know, near enough to that level. And Breath of the Wild, I've just released a preview of the first song. You can never judge it by a preview, but I just know something deep down it's not going to do as well, because it's a different vibe, and people don't like anything else other than fandom choices. So I know I sound a bit needy, and that's not the case at all. You all have a passion to watch whatever you want, and please do, but I sometimes feel like I really don't deserve the amount of positivity that I'm getting. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you're such an amazing musician. I really don't feel it, because they're just hit wonders, you know? I don't know. I just sometimes sit on this chair and think, that's it, I'm done. This week was good, next week's gonna suck. And I don't want to get to that point, because I want to stay positive. And that positivity comes down to you guys. You've always given me a reason to push forward. Everyone in the server on Discord has been super kind, and all my friends have stayed by my side. It's just been a remarkable journey, and I don't want it to end. This is not me quitting. I love this channel, and I mean, I didn't like it for one period in 2016, but I found a new love for it again, and I'd like to continue doing this stuff. And I wouldn't just build a new office for nothing, you know? I mean, not build, but yeah, we took refuge. Like, there's so much space. It's unbelievable. I mean, we've actually hooked that cooling machine up. Like hang on, it is down there. Like, yeah, it is. It's the real thing. And we got a corner sofa, so whenever we feel tired, we can go over there. And I mean, you can't see it, but there is a TV over there somewhere. And yeah, there's a fireplace. and all my merch, like not my merch, but like Loot Crate boxes and stuff. And same on the other side, but instead it's more retro games. Like these are some of my prize gems. They're super great. And my guitar. That's my guitar. I'll show more of this stuff later. But yeah, it's just a bit about my life. Like I made this miraculously awesome setup, and that's just a symbol. I don't want to quit at all. But there's just every now and then I get a slumber of depression, and it's always on my days off when I'm preoccupied. So if you want to keep me not depressed, give me work. I got to do stuff to preoccupy my mind. I'm driving soon, so that's going to be awesome. I'll be able to do some car vlogs and take some walks around and have a lot of fun. Splatoon 2's Global Test Fire has been doing me well this weekend. Let me know if you've played it. It's a good. But other than that, I just feel like there's an empty void still. Like something is missing. Like, and maybe it's not missing, but it's something due to happen. Like we've hit a massive high right now. From what I've been told from Chloe, we're doing amazing. But I also know that we could fall at any minute. It's the problem with any YouTuber, you know, there's that struggle and feel of you being your own boss. It comes with a lot of hits and misses. And I just don't like being told that I'm super awesome, because it's always lifting an expectation where I won't meet. Because I'm not an orthodox musician. I'm not the best musician. I never will be the best musician. And I'm not exactly great right now. I made one hit and it's gonna fall under like any other song I've done. And you know, somebody will make a better song than Build Our Machine. Already has, you know, it already has happened. But again, that's the thing. As soon as something better comes along, then down. That's always a struggle. So always just be happy with what I am. You know, I've come this far. You know, it's not every day anybody gets to do this kind of thing. And I still have friends, and I'd like to shout out those friends. You know, they've been real good to me over these years, excluding the DAGames members, because they're always friends. I mean, fuck it, I'll call them out anyways. Yes, but Chris, who has been my friend for 10 years. He's been my longest running friend on the internet, and he's never left my side. He's still a dick. In fact, he's growing more as a dick. But honestly, just sticking around so long, making me laugh, you know, all the laughter that we've had, and the games that we've played together, the experiences we've done, like conventions. He's so great in real life. He's been such a sport. And honestly, I don't want that to end, because he's like the other side of my head who knows different. He's always putting me in the right whenever needed. And I love him to pieces. Sean has also been a long time running friend. He's currently our animator at the moment. While he's not doing stuff at the moment, I think that's my fault, because I still need to provide scripts and voices and stuff like that. We will be getting a cartoon done, guys. But other than that, he's been my tech savvy guy who's always strayed me on the right for price and affordability. He's always been a real great laugh in video games, and he still is a great laugh in video games. He's still better than me. But yeah, you're awesome, man. Chloe, my fiance, I mean, what more can I say? She is my life. She's the reason I keep doing stuff. As much as everybody else is, but she has priority, because I've never loved a girl anymore in my life, and she's the one for me. She's always been the opposite head. May have a few tangents, maybe have a few problems down the line, but nothing we can't get over, because that's who we are. We're soulmates. And that's what counts. And I love you, Chloe, from the bottom of my heart. Keyframe, you know, she's an excellent artist. I met her through Chris, and she's such a genuine girl. Like, she's really just out there for the passion, out there for the work, and really putting her all in. And I know you don't get to see that a lot, because instead of just rushing art, she really puts an effort into it. And it's just remarkable. And all the times we've had conversations, debates, and we even met at BabsCon, she's really been there and just supportive as hell. So thank you, Key, you're awesome. Christian, I don't know where your fucking talents came from, but I want them, because I'm very envious of what you can do. You have, no matter what you say, you're such a great animator. Your experience is timely, it's amazing, and everybody's loving you at the moment. And even back in the day when you weren't on DAGames, you were still there for a lot of fun, a lot of support, again, a lot of debate. You're every friend in the world. And you're a dark horse as well. Like, there's a few things that you would come out with just out there in the blur of the moment. It's real fun to see. So yay. Kaggl's Christian's wife. She's been a lot of fun to be around as well. She's pro esports player. She's been keeping Chloe company a lot more, and as such as Chloe's been keeping company for Kaggl's. You guys you're amazing. Like, you're a great wife to Christian. You're a great friend to all of us. And you're a great artist as well. You've put all your ropes down and gone, you know what? I'm gonna help out. And all the conventions that you've been to one, MagFest, but it was a great one. You know, for the time we saw you, it was great, and I hope we do get to see more of that. Seriously, everyone in DAGames is, by far, the greatest. I wish I could talk about my mods, but you'd have to find that out for yourselves because we have a lot of mods, and honestly, going through all of them is insane. But you are all amazing mods. You're doing fantastic. It's fucking real. Then we have the recent people who we've been meeting up with. You know, we've got Raz, 8-Bit Ryan, Darko, Baz, Caleb Hiles, Living Tombstone, Kyle Allen, Griffinilla. There's so many more of you. Creepy Elliot. God, you are all unbelievably amazing people. Like, you show me a new light to all of this stuff. That would be another page as well. You know, there's Tryhard Ninja, Igor. There's Gav of Miracle of Sound. There's Bone Cage. There's Shadrao. Oh my God, the list goes on. But legit, I have never felt a better life without knowing you guys. Like, it's helped me in my creative vibes, it's helped me put my courses through and work, and honestly, just getting to hear your opinions whilst also seeing the laughter that you have for everybody, the kindness, the gratitude. You're absolutely amazing. Seriously, I love every single one of you. I know I don't get to speak a lot, but it really does mean a lot that you have been there at a particular point in my life, and that's pretty fucking gay. It's pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Seriously, thank you guys so much. And a massive, massive thanks to my community. Again, like, everybody says this, like, oh, it's a bias because it's your community. And you know what? It's right. It is biased, and it is my community. It's just like when you're putting a kid with another kid. You know, if it's your kid, you love him to the hell and beyond. See another kid? Get out of my house. No, it's not just that though. I've heard a lot of people are always like, oh no, it's not because it's biased, it's not because it's my favorite channel. Bullshit. It is. Just a little bit, come on, admit it. It's a little bit of bullshit. But I also think of this community as a society. That's more or less it. Every YouTuber goes through this. They have their own little society where everybody negates and everybody complies. You have both of those communities together, it forms you, and it helps you grow and understand the rights from wrongs, or subjective rights and wrongs, because you never know which is the fully right and fully wrong option until the mass has spoken. So I don't want to ever feel like I give my community a golden medallion to tell me exactly what to do on the channel, like people requesting songs, requesting games and all that stuff. That's still not what I'm about. I don't do that stuff. But I am one of those people who seeks the advice, the people who are just watching our videos to give us that time of our lives, talking to them in our community on servers. It's phenomenal how we get to do this. And it helps me from ever sitting right here on this therapy chair, because I don't need this. I want a lot of fun in my life. I want to continue this, but deep down you really need to understand that I'm depressed. I'm actually a really lonely man who just works, and the more I think about it, the more it gets me really depressed. And I'm sorry, I'll stop. But when it boils down to it, you really are the light of my life, and that's what keeps me going through the day, and that's what keeps me pushing, I guess. I never get to do anything else other than just push and try and be happy. I'm constantly here. This is my life. I chose it. I'm just really happy I did. I just also know that there was a lot of regret as well. You know, every life choice we had comes with its negatives. So I just wanted to let you know that, like, while I may look like the perfect human being up front, back end I'm really not. And I'm just waiting for that moment that we die. You know, not life, channel. Let's get that clear. I'm just waiting for that moment where we just go downhill and everybody hates us. It's gonna happen, but maybe not right now. But until that time comes, we just have to push and be who we are and just thank every single person for being there for you. You know, they're your closest friends. The people who stay around and take your shit and even give shit. So, I'm happy. My life is fine. It's a glorious Sunday. I'm gonna go to sleep. But yeah, I've heard there's something big coming up. Like our channel. Again, I don't look at shit that we tend to do. I normally just put it out there and assume the best. I go through the comment section a lot, which then makes me think about what the view count is. But you know, I sort of try and get past that and just look at your comments, and while I get negatives, I also get a lot of positives, and it's life. You're gonna be dealt a hand, you gotta take it. And just knowing that it may not last, so make it count. It really is gonna be your life in the spotlight at some point. Speaking of which, my spotlight is currently on at the moment, and it looks like it's about to burst. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this DSLR off. I'm going to go to sleep like an unnormal human being because it is unsociable at this time. I should be up and ready, but I'm not an old man. You can't tell me what to do. So I'm going to go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you get to know how I am on the channel and how grateful I am that you guys are around. Peace out. Bye.